What's up, my Central Unit? It's the Central Man here, so back again with another movie review. The last movie review I did was reviewing Brian Banks. So in this movie review, I'm going to review Guest House Paradiso. This movie was released in 1999. It's based on the UK sitcom Bottom. The two stars in this movie are Rick Mayo and Adrian Emberson as Richie and Eddie. So the reason why I'm doing this review on this film because this year marks the 6th anniversary of the death of Rick Mayo, who died in June of 2014 at the age of 56. Rick is one of the legendary comedians in British comedy. So, and this film was never going to happen. I'll get to it a little shortly. The director for this film is Adrian Emberson. I think it's his first time he directed a movie. I think before that he directed an episode of the comic strip, and I don't think he did another movie after this film. I don't think, because he quit TV and film after this in 2010, focused on his music career. He came back years later. He came back to do some episodes in EastEnders. Like I said, this movie almost never going to happen because Rick Mayo suffered a life-threatening injury. I think it was in 1998. He fractured his skull in a quad bike accident. He was in a coma. He later on recovered. While Rick was recovering, Adrian kind of rewrote the script. And I think the original timing for this movie, I think it was about 3 hours long, but they kind of cut it down to 90 minutes. This movie is based on the UK sitcom Bottom. It was started in 1991, but ended in 1995. It only lasted for 3 seasons. It's all about Richie and Eddie. They live in a shit flat. They fight each other. They do these wacky schemes to try to get some sex, money, or booze. And also in this movie, they still got the character personality in this movie. In the TV show Bottom, Richie is Richard, but in his movie, he is Richard Twat, Mr. Twat, that's the guest called him, but he wants to pronounce his surname as Thwaite. Eddie is Eddie Elizabeth Hitler, but in his movie, he is known as Eddie Nadomba Lala. It's like, dumbest name, I don't want to get into it, so... Richie is he's a pompous git. He's an absolute pervert. He brags on why women don't sleep with him. And as for Eddie, he's not that weird as Richie. And he's kind of like an alcoholic. And, he lives in Richie's flat. And he does the whole dodgy jobs, to require booze, sex, or money. So, yeah. And also the whole idea that they did some live tours of Bottom, and then they did the whole idea that if Richie and Eddie runs a hotel, this was during, I think it's in the 3rd live tour. Mostly the movie was filmed in the Isle of Wight, and some of the movie scenes was filmed in Erling Studios. So yeah, let's get to the cast. Rick Mayo and Adrian Emberson are the stars in this movie. You got really the debuting of Simon Pegg. This is his first movie. I think 1999 was his breakout star. He also did a show before the movie called Space. Unfortunately, he did okay in this movie, but I think his breakout performance was at Shaun the Dead. That would be his breakout performance. That was like 5 years later. You got Bill Nighy and Kate Ashford in this movie. They play like this type of couple. And here's the trivia. Erling Studios will later on film another movie called Shaun of the Dead that Simon Pegg will star in. With Nick Frost and, Bill Nighy and also Kate Ashford, who is star in this movie. And also you got Vanilla Fielding in this movie as Mrs. Foxfur. She's an actor. She appears actress, sorry. Calling her a man. Yeah, she stars in the Carry On films in the 60s. 20 years after this movie, Finola Fielden died at the age of 90 in September of 2018. See, you got Helen Matitude as Gina Capiella. She plays this type of Italian actress and model. And I'm guessing this Helen Matitude person, she's a French actress. I'm guessing she was a model as well. And now also you got Vincent Cassel as Gino. He plays Gina's violent boyfriend. And Vincent Cassel went on to do some Hollywood movies like two Ocean movies and also The Black Swan with Natalie Portman and Mila Kunis. Yeah, here's the plot. Yeah, Eddie and Richie run a guest house, and also you have the chef. That plays by Stephen O'Donnell. He plays Spud Gunn in Bottom, and also he appeared in Kevin and Perry Go Large, and also the Hooligan Factory in 2014. Yeah, mostly people know him as Spud Gunn in Bottom. He plays this chef who quit after not getting paid, and self-proclaimed Pascal who went AWOL. He ate all the food and left. So yeah, the start of this movie, basically Richie was starting to do his shift, and Eddie's trying to ride on his motorcycle because he wants to get in the hotel before Richie does, because Eddie was in a piss up. Like I said, they still got the TV personality characters in this movie. Richie's a pervert, Eddie's an alcoholic. You got and also the guests complain that they don't have any hot water, and also the chef left, so Eddie and Richie run the guest house on their own. They kind of like get into a fight, a typical Bottom-esque fighting in the kitchen. That was a good fight scene. Richie grabbed Eddie by the nose with the piece of like tongs and thrown her, kind of swing him out of the window. And then, Richie got beaten up by Mr. Johnson, played by Bill Nighy, for insulting her, his girlfriend or wife, and himself. And then he did this scene like there's girls wearing white dresses throwing pints in his face, and then you had Eddie wearing a dress as well. And anyway, the food was gone. Before that, you had the nice family, Simon Pegg's character, and also, because they stay in Richie and Eddie's hotel, because the hotel is next to a nuclear power plant. In Richie fashion, he's like I say, Richie's a pervert. He gone through the guest's luggage. He saw some red panties and red bra, weared it, and also there's a funny scene when Richie was trapped in the oven. I think he got burned and he was covered in red, and he's struggling to get the panties off, the suit off. While Gina Capiella, she's self-proclaimed missing because she can't due to Gino's shit, because Gino is Gina's violent boyfriend. So yeah, the food was gone, and then later on you had this they found some fish back in the truck. Unfortunately, the fish was contaminated by radioactive. I'll get to that shortly. Yeah, Simon Pegg's character was a bit wooden a little bit. Yeah, he's a bit of a pussy. Then he kind of manned up a little bit when he found out Richie was wearing the panties, and he took the videotape. He's planning to show this to the police. So Richie schemed that he's trying to get the tape back. And also before that, they did the whole in the nude scene between Rick and Eddie, just basically dress up completely nude. Rich, because they're just fucking skinny as fuck, man. That was like odd. It's just what it is, cooking in the nude. Anyway, so yeah, they had this scheme to get the tape. There's one funny scene when Richie's candle went out, and it caught him in the eye, and then he said to Eddie, candle in the eye, Eddie kind of put the candle into Richie's eye. That is funny. That is funny. I think people complain about it because maybe it's lame, maybe it's not the same characters from the TV show. For me, they need to stop doing this, man. It's just, take it as popcorn entertainment. They managed, Richie managed to grab the tape. He kind of scared the boy, the dad's son, and also got trapped in the cupboard. It was kind of like a secret passageway in throughout the whole hotel and the cupboard. And also, yeah, you had Eddie kind of like basically invited his friends from the power plant with a bunch of booze. I feel like early on in the movie, they beamed the crap out of Mrs. Foxville and also drunk her with alcohol. And also, and also the guests was puking. They were farting and puking. This is like the effects of the radioactive fish they ate. And also, there's scenes that, Gino being nasty with Gina. It was okay. It wasn't, like, offensive. It was okay. What it is, it had this, like, plot that Gino and Gina has a love-or-hate relationship. Gino, I think he ate the fish, and also, he also puked. There were a lot of puke scenes. Basically, you don't see a lot in Bottom. You can see people puking, but you don't see an actual puke. The puke was green. I was laughing my ass off in this scene. I think like Gino is the person died of puking to death. And also, you're trying to get out. They're trying to get out of here. Like packing their luggage with for Richie. He packed a lot of magazines. I'm thinking some condoms. As for Eddie, he was packing suitcase full of alcohol. Yeah, you got the Secret Service basically took their luggage and really give them money to relocate. And they kind of relocate in a tropical island. And that was the end of Guest House Paradiso. So, this movie, yeah, like I said, people will take it seriously because it's not going to be the same characters from Bottom. But I think it was funny. Back then it's not that funny, but right now, when I saw it for the first time, I didn't saw it at the time. I was 5 years old. I was a toddler, but I saw it like a couple weeks ago on Netflix. It was funny. It wasn't super funny, but it has it like moments in the movie. It wasn't like cringeworthy. I think some of it was cringeworthy, but I think it was still funny. So yeah, I don't know why, but. Yeah, people need to stop taking it seriously. Just treat it like popcorn entertainment. So, I don't know what I give it. I give it like 5 out of 10. I'm not going to say, I don't give it 8 or 9. It's not really, is it a great movie? No. Is it the worst one? The worst comedy film? No. I think it was, yes, like I say, it just had some moments in the movie. I think the fight scene was good between Richie and Eddie. I think they kind of, people complain about it because it's completely watered down. No, they don't really, I don't think, maybe it is, but I think they do have some swearing. This film's not for kids. I think it's an 18, I think. Not 100% sure because, if you watch Bottom for years, it's violent. It's not that, it's really full of, fart jokes, sex jokes, and full of toilet humor. You had some toilet humor in this movie, so... So, yeah, so that's my review of Guest House Paradiso. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, smash the like button, and subscribe to the Central Mind Network on YouTube. Next time, I'm going to go back to one of my childhood's movie. It's the year 2007. I'm going to review The Simpsons movie. This is the Central Man officially signing out. Check you later.